have some awesome wireless lavs for your mirrorless DSLR or camcorder cameras that you can check out. So this is the Rode Wireless Go 2. They're very small, compact, and really powerful. Inside the case here, you're gonna have these two pouches. These have your lav mics in them. We're gonna put these aside for right now. You have a 3-port USB charger, because these are charged via USB-C. And there are 3 devices, so it's a 3-port one. Just plug that in the wall. On this side, this is where those cables are. Unzip this, and we're gonna pull out. We have 3 black cables for USB-C charging, so that stays with the kit. And you have a stereo 1/8" connector to connect your receiver to your camera. There's also in here 2 windscreens that lock on to the microphones themselves. And these are actually the microphones right here. These are the transmitters with built-in microphones. So on the top here is a built-in microphone that you can put this windscreen on. It just turns and locks on. So if you're outside and you're just using this, you can use that, or you can use the lav mics that are in these pouches. So if you pull these out, we have lav mics that plug straight into here. Now there's no screw connector in here, so make sure it's plugged in all the way in tight. And there's your lav mic, so you can clip this onto your Talent. The transmitter is super small, so you can fit it almost anywhere. To turn these on and use them, on the side here, they all have the same power button, so just press and hold this until you see the lights turn on. And do that for all of them. Now what's great is these are already paired to the receiver, so you don't have to do any extra pairing. I'm just gonna move this out of the way here. So these are already paired for their receiver. And you can see that this one, if I tap on this, that's number 2. This is number 1. So I'm actually using this same setup right now to record with. I have a lav mic hooked up to me, and I have one of those other ones just off to the side here. And I'll be able to, so right now, if you listen to this, this is the lav mic only. Check 1, 2, lav mic only. And then this over here is gonna be the other mic, standalone mic without the lav attached to it only. Check 1, 2, standalone only, check 1, 2. So there is a slight difference in those. Of course, with the lav mic, you get more clean sound. It's a cleaner look too. You don't necessarily want to be clipping this onto your Talent on a shirt because it's gonna stick out. But if you have it, if that's the only thing you have, or you can always set this up as a boundary mic, or you're doing a group setting, so you can put it in the middle of people, which is kind of nice. Now, because they are paired, you can use multiples of these if you have other people around you using them. They're paired to their own receiver. That can be changed, but don't worry about changing it. You can see on the receiver itself, it's showing you the battery level for all 3 devices. So you can see the battery level for both transmitters and the receiver. It also shows you your wireless signal strength, and it's showing you your audio that's coming in. So it's showing you your audio levels to make sure you have those. Now to attach this to your camera, so here I have Canon RP, which is the camera I'm shooting with right now. This receiver, you can, of course, it's got a clip. You can clip it onto the strap if you want to, or it's the right size to slide right into the shoe mount on top here. And then we take that red cable, we're gonna plug it into the side here, and then find where your mic input is, and plug it in there. And that's why it's a little cable. You don't need very much space there. You can bend it, move it out of your way, however you need to put it, but now you're attached to your camera. It's always a good idea to go into your menu and go to your sound recording area and confirm your settings. Right now, this sound recording is set to auto. If I go in there, I can see what my levels are. If I don't like, if it's too hot there, change this to manual and come down to your record levels and adjust this until your peak is at -12 there. And that's gonna be a good setting for your recording based on your circumstances. Experiment with it first, try it out in auto, try it out in manual, see what sounds right before you go and record this in the field. Now, because you are recording 2 different channels into a stereo output, what's happening is that your channel 1 is going to go to your left channel and your channel 2 is going to go to your right channel. So in post-production, you need to make sure that you separate that out before you bring it to your timeline. So in Premiere, you can go in and while it's in your project folder, right click on it and separate out to dual mono. You want to make sure that you have 2 channels. Each one is a mono channel, because if you do that, if you don't do that before you bring it into your timeline, you're going to get channel 1 being in left channel, channel 2 being in the right channel, and then you're going to have to do some fancy stuff to fix that later on. And that is a brief overview of the Rode Wireless Go 2 by Rode. There's a lot more you can do with software and firmware, but we're not going to get that right now. This is just the basic setup to get you going and using these for your projects.